I slept with him just for revenge, a married woman and a rich, handsome guy. But when I tried to leave, he pushed me into a deeper abyss. You can't leave me, or I'll make you wish you were never born. He said his love for me was destined from the moment we met until death. Jason Smith's gaze darkened. His lips pressed into a hard line. Any man, after what happened last night, would know exactly what those words meant. He opened his mouth slowly. His voice was hoarse. But I'm already married. Just yesterday, I got married. Jason Smith froze like he'd been struck by lightning. Isabel Lopez lowered her head slightly, then turned to leave. But in the next moment, she was pulled into his strong embrace. She struggled, trying to push him away. Jason Smith held her tight, his arms like iron wrapped around her waist, not giving her the slightest room to move. His firm jaw rested against her shoulder. After a long silence, he finally spoke. Why? If you're married, why did you come looking for me? He held her even tighter, gripping her waist hard enough to hurt. His voice was low and cold. What am I to you, really? Is sorry enough? I don't want an apology, I want you. His chest ached with each word. He never expected to fall in love with a woman who already belonged to someone else. I'm sorry. I can't give you what you want. Jason Smith reached out, grabbed her delicate chin. His seductive lips curved into a faint smile. His phoenix eyes narrowed dangerously. What if I insist? He lowered his head, his lips brushing against her earlobe. His breath was warm, teasing. Isabel Lopez's heart raced. Jason Smith, what are you trying to do? Divorce. I want you to divorce him. No way. Isabel Lopez refused instantly. She had already paid a heavy price to marry Tony Camel. Even if she couldn't have him, she would never let him and Latina Lopez end up together. Why not? Do you love him that much? Or do you think I'm easy to play with? You messed with me. This is the price you pay. He grabbed her chin and kissed her hard. She widened her eyes and fought back. Jason Smith held her tightly in his arms, dominating her with his heated, demanding kiss. The kiss deepened, but in a split second of distraction, Isabel Lopez shoved him away with all her strength. Jason Smith, are you insane? Last night was mutual. I'm married. I don't love you. Not even a little. Jason Smith's face turned completely cold. His eyes narrowed, sharp as knives. Jason Smith, have you no pride left as a man? Isabel Lopez knew very well a man like Jason Smith would never throw away his pride for any woman. Jason Smith slowly turned away. His voice was ice. Get out. Isabel Lopez, from this moment on, never let me see you again. Or I swear, I'll make your life a living hell. Isabel Lopez raised her chin. If I could, I'd wish the same. Isabel Lopez never imagined she'd run into Jason Smith again in the United States. Anamera, stop drinking. She reached out to snatch the wineglass from her friend, brows tightly furrowed. Originally, she thought they were celebrating. Anamera had just signed a big contract and dragged her out to a nightclub to party. But something was off. The more she watched, the more it felt like Anamera wasn't celebrating, she was venting. Tell me, what happened? After a long pause, Anamera finally looked up, her expression blank. Isabel, I saw him. Huh? Who? Megan's father. What? Isabel Lopez was stunned. She quickly asked, And? Did you two talk? Anamera shook her head. No, I don't think he saw me. Oh, come on, what are you doing? It's been years. Why are you still hung up on that bastard? Isabel Lopez never knew exactly who Megan's father was, but she did know he was the scumbag who got Anamera pregnant and then heartlessly forced her to get an abortion. I'm not holding on to the past, she said. I'm just scared. The world's big, but I'm still afraid of running into him. Afraid he'll find out about Megan. Afraid of what? With Mayor Aunt around, no one's going to touch a hair on Megan's head. Anamera managed a faint smile. Isabel, thank you. Don't worry, I'm not planning on getting drunk. I'm just going to the restroom. Our flight's tomorrow, we should head back to the hotel early. Okay, I'll wait here. But Anamera was gone for nearly 20 minutes and still hadn't come back. Growing uneasy, Isabel Lopez headed to the restroom too, but she wasn't there. Where did she go? Could something have happened? She called Anamera. The call went through, but no one answered. The longer she waited, the more worried she became. She started searching anxiously through the crowd. In her rush, she ran right into someone. She slammed into a solid chest, her forehead bouncing off it. So firm. Definitely a man. "Sorry," she started, but didn't even finish the word before he shoved her away without hesitation. The push was cold and clean, like swatting away trash that had stuck to him. The force sent Isabel Lopez stumbling to the side. Harsh. She hit the wall, caught herself, and couldn't help swearing under her breath in Mandarin. Not a gentleman at all. Jason Smith was just about to walk away when a familiar voice, sharp and angry, reached his ears. He froze like he'd been spellbound. He pushed her away. Instinctively, he hated being touched by strangers, especially women. Except, not her. The only reason he'd shoved her was because he hadn't expected it to be her. Isabel Lopez. He turned around, testing the name. Isabel Lopez stiffened, then snapped her head around. Just then, the nightclub lights swung their way, and they saw each other's faces clearly. Jason Smith. He curled his lips, let out a cold chuckle. "It is you." Then he turned to leave. "Jason Smith, wait!" Isabel Lopez quickly caught up to him and grabbed his hand. "Let go," he said, his gaze dropping to where she held his arm, turning icy in a flash. She bit her lip. Logic told her not to mess with him. But right now, she really needed his help. "Jason Smith, I came here with a friend. She went to the restroom and never came back. Her phone rings, but no one answers. I know you probably have connections here. Please help me find her." She clutched his hand tightly, unwilling to let go. Jason Smith stared at her. The lights were dim, but she could feel the cold smirk playing at his lips. "Isabel Lopez, in what capacity are you asking me for help? And why the hell should I say yes?" "Jason Smith. I know. Before it was me. My fault. But I'm begging you. Please help me. Anything I have, whatever you want, I'll give it to you." This place was chaotic, especially being abroad. She was truly worried about Unamera. Jason Smith lifted his other hand and pinched her chin. He leaned in close, breath hot against her skin. And then his lips brushed hers. He finally whispered in her ear, voice hoarse but clear. "Even if what I want is you?" Isabel Lopez froze. "Do I need to ask twice?" "No," she snapped out of it. "You have 3 seconds to decide." "Jason Smith, 2 seconds left." "Okay, I agree. But you have to promise me my friend must be safe." Jason Smith stared at her for a long moment. Then he said, "Do you have a picture of your friend? Send me one." "Okay, just give me a sec." Isabel Lopez quickly pulled out her phone, found a clear photo of Unamera, and handed it to him. "This is her. That's the one." Jason Smith frowned slightly, then asked, "Is her name Unamera?" Isabel Lopez's eyes widened. "How do you know?" Jason Smith's gaze darkened. "If it's really her, then don't worry. Someone took her, but it was someone she knows. She must have had her reasons for not picking up your call." "What kind of person?" "I can't tell you, but trust me, he won't hurt your friend." "But I'm still worried." "I can contact him. I'll make sure your friend is safe." "Okay." Isabel Lopez nodded quickly. Jason Smith pulled out his phone and dialed a number. Once the line connected, he said, "Is Unamera with you? Her friend's worried. Let her say a few words." He handed the phone to Isabel Lopez. "Unamera?" "Isabel, something came up. I already left the club. You go back to the hotel on your own, okay? Don't worry about me." "It was Unamera." Still uneasy, Isabel Lopez asked, "Who are you with?" "An old friend," Unamera replied, and ended the call. "Well, your friend's been found." Jason Smith's voice dropped. "Now, aren't you supposed to keep your promise?" Isabel Lopez instinctively stepped back, her legs trembling slightly as her back hit the wall. Jason Smith let out a low chuckle, but his tall figure closed in anyway, trapping her against the wall. "What's wrong? Getting cold feet?" "I'm not." She looked up at him. "No? Then prove it." As he spoke, he suddenly lowered his head. Before she could react, he captured her lips in a deep, fierce kiss. She still tasted exactly like she did a year ago, sweet. Sweet enough to make him want to ruin her completely.